What if an advocate or victim service provider was interested in starting a task force related to elder abuse?
I first would gather the folks who are most interested in older adults, the aging services providers who have an entry into the world of older adults and know that well in their region. I'd reach out to Adult Protective Services, folks who are mandated by law to respond to these issues. I would also look to include domestic and sexual violence responders to address the issue broad scale. So it begins with your connections. It begins with your relationships, with your personal relationships, and it begins from moving those personal relationships with other people who do that work to the relationships between agencies and forming a task force that might be an offshoot of an existing organization, or it might be a standalone group of its own. And you would want to look at forming memorandums of understanding, to look at mission and vision so that everyone is on the same page and the understanding is clear about what it is you're coming together to do.
How does a person organize a meeting so it's not just another meeting?
Well, it's important to acknowledge that most professionals come to meetings with a question in the forefront of their mind, what's in it for me? And the reason that we're getting together to do this work is to make the world a better place for older adults, to decrease elder abuse, to increase awareness about this issue. But the reality is that as busy professionals, we've got to think in terms of how will this help me in my job and how will this help my agency be more successful in our mission. So it's important to recognize that and to honor that. And so as you're working on the meeting, to make sure that the agenda covers that for each different organization that's involved, that a lot of time is not wasted in terms of different agencies' perspective. The meetings are short and brief. If you can have snacks, that's always a plus. Getting together, having a breakfast or coffee, if you could do that, to make sure that the meetings either are at the same time, the same place, and that happens whether everyone shows up or not, or alternately to move the meeting so that it happens in the different offices of the members so that each of the different agencies get to have a sense of the collaborating partner's workspace. Both of those can be helpful. But it's also important to take time before and after to build those relationships, to set a tone of frankness, of honesty, and respect for individuals and for the roles that they bring to the community.